right. Wait. Yes. Nope. That's not it. Am I on the right one? There we go. I guess I'll leave it over here. Whoa. That's... Oh, I got hit by a bus. Jeebus, dude. Why does it look like that? You're early? First one? I want to do it over there. Trying to see which is the lesser of... That might be work. No, you aren't now.
Morning, JP.
What's up? No, I didn't show him the photos. I showed him other stuff. I woke up this morning, I'm standing in the kitchen making coffee, and she goes, "You know what you didn't do last night? Show the pictures of JP and his plan." I'm like, God damn it, I didn't.
Morning, Mom.
Hey, morning. How's my princess doing? Ah, it's hot. It's still hot. It's in a metal cup, so it stays warm. I don't know why I did that. Okay. I don't know where I put a small bowl, but what I will do is I'm gonna go find the little one, light the incense, and we're gonna smoke. And I need to figure out why I have these suitcases under my eyes. Baggage claim once their fucking refund back. After hot chocolate and cereal. That's what I'm talking about. It's the life right there. I remember going to grandma's, having baths and eating fudge sickles. And what are those? The Milani cookies or whatever? Yeah, I'm a fire. I felt like a rich snobby asshole when I was like 7 years old eating those cookies, getting them out of that paper bag with the little frilly thing around it. Yeah, talking on some, these are grandma's cookies. You can't have these.
Morning, Fire.
Morning. Hell yeah, smoky. Yeah, I'm going to go grab the stuff. Okay. Entertain yourselves.
Overcompensate was great live. The whole show was just absolutely phenomenal. Good morning, Mom. Which show did you go to? Good morning. It is about time for a bowl.
Okay. All right. Found one. Well, had him down here, but okay. I'll light this baby. Yeah, apple crisp. Okay.
Good morning.
Morning, everybody. I thought we might have had Spunky here today, but she went back to mom's this morning.
Dude, Spunky's so cool.
I know. I know. She was hanging out last night, guys. And it was cool because she was just kind of hanging in the background and just one of those, like, just kind of listening and observing. It was really cool. And there was a couple of times she's like, y'all making me feel young again. But it was one of those typical nights where I came in from smoking a bowl and I looked around. I wasn't like, I was like, dude, my house is trash. But in the fact that it was just like beer bottles, weed, like everywhere. I'm like, this makes me feel like I'm 22 years old again. Oh, we had a good time. Hey, Jeff. Hey. Trish, morning.
Morning, Wildcard.
Surprised Rage isn't actually in here yet.
Right.
Normally he's there for the next first few minutes, but who knows? A for real throwback, yeah. Whatever.
I did not drive last night.
No. She did
no
not.
Way.
No. That's why when she had mentioned something about after the party staying, I'm like, yeah, I'm like, what, you don't want to. Oh, they texted. Oh. So again, moved, guys. So I texted a couple of neighbors and stuff last night. I was like, hey, we're having a party. She just responded.
Good morning, Lori.
No, but it was the fact of when she said something about staying. I'm like, oh, you mean you don't want to drink and drive 40 minutes home? Why would you not want to do that? I'm like, yeah, stay. Like, so we had, well, I wasn't sure if they were all going to stay, but my son, his buddy Clay, and his girl, who she's having a baby, they're having a baby, came over for a little bit. She was Clay's driver. And then Alex, Becca, and Spunky. So we had a house full, but I wasn't sure who all was staying. But yeah, it was eventually just us. And then, what was it? It was me, you, and Dev went on TikTok last night. Yeah. I don't even remember what time we all, I think it was like probably 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning.
I think somewhere around 3. That's a good night.
It was. So I was like, I need to go to bed. I got to get up for coffee. Like, but yeah, it was a good time. Chandler had a good time trick-or-treating. We ended up, we went trick-or-treating for about an hour and then went back to, she wanted to go back to, hey, Rage. Rage is here. She has to see the whole set of me trying to get that ready for you. She's probably like, why does this motherfucker open up 3 YouTubes? Like, one's to read, one's for the songs, and one's for you. Like, the whole night was great. It definitely was.
Good morning, Rage.
Okay.
Pretty sure I have your coffee cup.
Right yeah, there. Actually, yeah, you do. Our little ostrich that thought she was a horse still, literally, yee-haw, galloping with her ostrich thing. I'm like, honey, that's okay. For the first 2 days after we bought, she thought it was a chicken. Like, Dad, can I get the chicken? I'm like, it's an ostrich. But yeah, it's fine. Right.
Giant chicken.
Yeah, it was something else.
It's an Australian chicken.
An Australian chicken.
There you go.
There you go. It's so crazy, Spencer. When I read, not just you, but when I read Spencer, and it's not to be like, because we're cool, every time, because it's such a unique name. I'm like, from Einstein Kills? I'm like, oh, no, it's not to like, oh, it's just you. But like every time I read the word Spencer, I think it's him. I don't know why my brain goes there.
Oof, Lori. At least the
Oh,
freezer stuff is good.
yeah. Hate that shit. It's one thing that people don't really think about. Is like, oh, the power's not, it's fine. No, my stuff's gonna go bad. It's in the fridge and freezer.
The downstairs live, it is fantastic.
Yeah. Um, Again, I was in the pit, so I know I had a slightly different experience than like her and mom and Sav had, but I know that hearing their stories compared to mine, like it seemed like we all had a pretty similar experience seeing everything. So 21 Pilots is just amazing all around. Like they arguably got, like, no matter where you sat, you got a good show because they do a good job at like going around the entire arena and having stages and side stages and stuff. So you get interaction. Grabbing another beer, hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I just put those down a few hours ago. Well, that's the thing too, is like having these coffee times where I'll see people come in here, guys, they're like, it's actually 7 p.m. for me. I'm drinking beer. I work third. I'm like, dude, I get it. All different styles of life. Hey, Joe, what's up, man? So there you go. Kind of put a face. I don't know if you ever watched, but there's Becca. There you go. Yeah, the freezer stuff's full. Like, yeah, just keep it closed. That was always kind of like the thing mom and stuff would say, would be like, nice. Open it quick and close it. Like, know what you want.
Yep.
But have some whiskey. Ooh, what are you going to have? What kind? Last night we had, I drank all of my calories, but it was because we had cider, caramel vodka. She got vanilla vodka. What else do we have? Fuck, we had something else too. The apple fireball. That's what it was. Coffee. So we know each other from the show. So she actually she watched from, you said it was
November 13th.
Yeah, that's right. Almost 2 years ago.
1 year. Almost 1 year.
Oh, is it one? I thought it was 2023. Okay. Becca's your middle name?
That's cool.
Oh, yeah. Nobody knows my middle name. I don't have one. It's a lie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and last night it was, I don't know if they ever coming back, Mom, but I was running stuff out to the car. It was like 4:45. It's like 15 minutes until like trick or treat was supposed to start, right? And there was this like probably mom and dad and then like their 2 kids, and they were walking, and they weren't like already put out, but they were just kind of like, yeah, just all right, we're gonna go on the end of the road. I'm like, hey, we're starting to set up. But I was like, if you want to come back for alcohol and hot dogs for trick or treat, and they went, word? I was like, yeah, come on back. It was about 15 minutes, so yeah. Nobody cares. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm on YouTube. I hate that because I'm like, well, I can smoke in here. No, I can't. Oh, wait, I can drink it. No, I can't. I can't say that word on here. I don't, you want to eat? It's fine. It might need lid. Sometimes that doesn't stay. But nobody cares, massacre. Go fuck your mom. Okay. Now that I've gotten a token, I need neighbors like y'all and come on over. Just being new to the neighborhood, like, there were, like I said, a couple of neighbors that were kind of directly close, like on either side. There, like I said, there's an older gentleman next door. Haven't really introduced myself, but he has been nothing but nice every time he sees me. Not trying to be fun. Like, I'll be outside smoking a bowl or something. He'll be over there going and getting his mail. Just, hey, how's it going? I've got really nice people on both sides of me, so I try to be respectful on being like, we don't party a lot. It's like, hey, we're gonna be loud. You want to just come make noise with us? Like, hey, from Brazil, what's up? My son's a real morning person. I mean, come at me sideways, ho. Not mom, but just in general. He got massacred. But like I said, we had a great time. She got a bunch of makeup, a bunch of craft stuff. So we with tobacco, that's called a spliff. Not really anymore. I don't smoke cigarettes, but that's that like it's that mixture of, I forget what it was, but you get like the buzz from the tobacco too. Kind of, it's borderline, guys, like when you smoke a blunt, because there's still the tobacco in like the paper. I mean, you can take some of the papers out on a lot of the wraps, but yeah, good old spliff. That was also how you would do it to it. You would like empty out a cigarette and mix it all in and put it back. That way you could smoke it in public and nobody knew it. It looked like you were smoking a cigarette. But I always wondered, if the filter filtered THC, because you're smoking through the, you know what I mean? I don't know. I never nerded out enough to figure it out, but blunts are all I used to smoke. Dude, it really just depends. Like, I won't turn down, like if I'm in a circle or something, but like, I don't personally buy blunt wraps to smoke blunts. I normally don't even smoke a whole lot of joints. I feel like you waste your weed because it just sits there and burns. And then we all do I'll just smoke I'm not smoking half a joint, I'm smoking the whole thing in the face. Like, backwoods are pretty good. Backwoods were kind of one of those, like, oh, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you? 56, because backwoods for me, that's like an old head thing, like an OG smoker. When like Reggie was still around, like back in the day, it was like part of our routine. 30, okay, you're okay. So yeah, you're definitely in the era of like some backwoods and things like that. But mine just, I don't know. I like glass. I like my pieces. I like to even eventually like have stuff like shown in the background. Hey, what's up?
Oh, thank you.
Nice. Oh, she was getting it last night on TikTok. They're like, who's that hot chick? It was like 7 in a row. To the point even Devin was like, Jesus, it's Becca. Like, but no, like I said, just yesterday and last night, everything was good. It was good weather. Little chilly, but not too much. One of those, like, you had like a hoodie or something on. It was good. So
I look like mom with dark hair.
So yeah, actually, somebody mentioned that at one point a while ago, and it wasn't even, they're like, because I was like, I don't know what Becca looks like. Because guys, when she can attest, like when you're looking, you can only see your logos like this big. I can't see faces, and I don't have time to always just click on. So we're meeting up for the first time. She come to a bar, kind of local, her and her friend Emily. And I'm like, well, I don't even know what she looks like. And they were like, she kind of reminds me of your mom. And I was like, what? She's like, she kind of looks like your mom when she was younger. And I'm like, okay. They're in the bar, and and I look over, I'm like, yeah, I can kind of see that.
Hey,
like, damn it.
Beautiful.
Well, I know, but like, why do you got to say that? But no, it was just the fact I can see that. So I understand that, yes, she kind of looks like mom with dark hair when mom was younger. Mom is 60. One. Yeah. Wait. Eric sent a pic of them 2 years ago. Wait. What did I send? Pic of what?
Lazy Susans.
Oh, yeah. Talking about, actually, Lori, those pink papers, my son's buddy Clay rolled this fat doobie last night.
Later, JP. Be safe.
Have a good one. He didn't use no filter, cone, nothing, like pre-roll. This motherfucker, not a pregnant doobie, so he didn't have that fat metal, nothing. Smooth criminal all the way down, and it tapered because he made the paper come down.
It was impressive. It was very impressive.
I was like, I took a picture and sent it to my cousin. I was like, yo, this kid's like 20 years old rolling doobies like this. And he was like, it's pretty fire. I was like, I know, right? It smoked great. Like, I was like, I see you, youngin'. Like, I see you. You had some cool parents. Wait, did a live movie last night in Discord. Oh, shit. So wait, he did on Discord. She said perfect. Cool. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into that, dude. I wasn't sure how that works, and now that somebody has done it, I'm gonna have to look into that. That's fucking sweet. What'd you guys watch? Yeah, what movie? Yeah, that would be cool. You guys watch Weapons? That must have just come out because I saw it was coming to HBO. So.
Hey, morning, Jake.
Hey. No, because I've been trying to get more on the Twitch, but like I said, posting stuff on Patreon. So I don't, like I said, I don't like to put things behind a paywall all the time, but it's just to get things to you kind of raw and uncut. But the movie reactions and then like some type of like, music, things like that. I'm really digging now Connor Price and Prov, which I figured I would, but I never really sat down and listened. So those are up on Patreon. Same with a couple of the short horror films, but I don't know. There's a part of me, the one short horror film we watched was called Skinwalker. It started off clean though. It was good. It like drone footage, and I was like, okay, some eerie music. And then the drone came down and it was over. And it was, what was that called? Mystery Science Theater 3000. That's what I felt. I was just dogging and the whole chat. I'm like, maybe there's something to it. What if we just watch shitty movies and just dog them? Do you guys know who Neil Breen is? Or, there was another guy. It's considered like the worst movies ever made. They made a movie about it with James Franco called The Disaster Artist. It was almost a shot-by-shot frame of how bad this movie was that this person made with his own money. We're talking millions of dollars back in the 90s and had a billboard up for like 10 years to promote the movie. Paid for it. Nobody knows where this dude came from or where he got his money. Dude, wild. You saw it too? It was great. It was one of those, it's so horrible, it's good. Like, James Franco nailed the scene even when this dude comes in playing his own part, walking on like a skyscraper, like rooftop. I did not hit her, John. I did not. Oh, hi. And then what? Like, that's literally the fucking acting. That was me the entire movie. Me and Kyle were, what's up? Literally going, we watched it with a group of friends online because it was one of those, let's watch a horrible movie tonight. And his friend Mike was like, let's watch the Neil Breen movie. And we're like, word, bet. So we all had our weed, our beers, whatever. You could see us in the cameras like, fucking serious? Because it's Neil Breen and there was somebody else. There was two people out there that did it. That shit was super funny. And I'm telling you, Franco nailed it. Because Kyle and I sat through the actual movie to then, yeah, we did that. Hey, what up, Joe? Oh no, so even just the preview caught her. Oh man, it was actually kind of cute last night. We're running around and a couple of Terrifiers were out there, and it's like, "Oh, Daddy, look how scary!" Well, there was a group of like, uh, Scream. What the fuck are they called?
What?
What the fuck's Scream Face called?
Ghostface.
Ghostface. Thank you. There's a bunch of Ghostface running around, and so she's like, "Oh, they're gonna get me," and so the one dude did a good job, did not say a word, and he kind of like sped up to, and I thought he was like attacking her. I was like, "Oh no, he's gonna get us!" And he had his had to be a grown ass adult, but he had his bucket full of candy, and he walked up to her and he took his knife and he poked her and he tapped it like to get like he was walking around passing out candy. I was like, "That's cute." She was like, "Thank you." Now run! Like it's.
Morning, Sarah.
Morning. I enjoy when adults kind of play into how I kind of do that. I just didn't have time this year to like think of something or go, but I used to do things like that as well. Because when you find those kids that are scared but they like to play into it, it's fun. They're doing imagination stuff, but it's Halloween. Be loud, squawk and squeal, like that's what it is, but it's Becca. That's right.
It is. Hello, Schultz. Good
What
morning.
up? But all in all, good night. Like I said, so we walked around for about an hour, and Chandler was galloping the entire time, insistent that a ostrich said "yeehaw" and galloped like a horse. Anyways, about an hour into every year, it's the same. But about an hour into it, this is what she told me. We were running. I was like, "What's wrong? You out of gas?" She goes, "My ostrich is tired." Oh, your ostrich is tired. Okay, okay. But it was, yeah, Daddy, my feet are starting to hurt. Yeah, but you've been stomping and galloping the whole time. So I asked her, I was like, do you want to keep going and trick-or-treating, or do you want to go help pass out candy? And she wanted to go back to grandma's and grandpa's and help pass out candy. So we walked about an hour. She got a good haul. But then she just like, I don't know, it made her look grown up. She took her costume off and she was just sitting there in the chair passing out. I'm like, look at her go. Instead of being out the entire time, she wanted to give and pass out candy. So that's, I think, kind of what we do now. She goes trick-or-treating for about an hour and then she passes candy out. They're not used to the scary stuff. It happens. I mean, sometimes, like, I saw a bunch of kids that were in very non-scary stuff and or stayed away from even things like Jack Skellington, where it's like, it's not that scary, but some kids are just sensitive. I know that my buddy Jason, up until recently, but his son Atlas, like you couldn't even playing even Mortal Kombat, the game Mortal Kombat with blood, it would freak him out. And of course, all of us, but we'd like, poke fun for a second, but it was one of those like, oh, dude, it's cool. Like, you don't got to worry about it, because he'd be like, sorry, man, I don't mean to like disrupt the party. Like, it's like, dude, if your kid doesn't like it, we can play something else, man. It's fine. He plays the stuff now. He's 13 years old, 14 years old, but he was 5, See, Wildcard, I was the same way. I loved all the horror stuff when I was a kid, but it's a little different now. A lot of this stuff, it's not just slasher films. And what I've said is that I've realized what quote horror I get into, and it's slasher films. But that's like what the 80s and 90s were. Hey, what's up? She works at Starbucks. That's fucking sweet, though. I always wondered if Starbucks was a good company to work for. I mean, I know you get busy, but like how they treat their employees. Because I know that Walmart sucks. I've heard that from everybody.
I think I've heard good things about Starbucks.
I would hope. I do know that, I don't know if they changed, Wasn't it Starbucks that like did not want to know that they sent? But it was Starbucks or Dunkin' or something like did not want to help our troops like send coffee over or something. They were like, no. And I was like, oh, okay.
No idea. I've never heard that.
This was years ago, like within probably 10 years, but that's what's it? This is Becca Hanzo. Okay. No, this is Becca from usually morning chats. Yeah, they're not bad to employees. Okay, good. We've already hit up like 8 trunk or treat. Nice. Right, like 10 pounds of candy. Yeah.
Morning, Jeff.
Yeah. So it's his birthday's actually Halloween. Chandler's is the 29th. That was fun. Yeah. That's what I was like. I figured that's kind of what a lot of typos happen on here.
I'm doing good, Dustin. How are you?
Yep, the infamous Becca. Hey, she's still there 3 years later. Having a yard sale. Okay. Oh, that's cool. What, showing Charlie Brown. Okay.
Morning, Amy.
Morning. Ooh, that was pizza rolls. I had pizza rolls for the first time in like a year last night. Yeah, that was
Sarah.
a mistake. Taking a few morning shots. And watching Jason X, that's what's up. Your birthday's almost here, right on. We got a lot of October birthdays, so both my kids, mom, then Halloween. I think my sister's had a birthday too. We've got a lot of Halloween or a lot of October birthdays. All them Valentine's babies getting made. Both my kids were born October, and it was pretty much like, yeah, conceived on like February 13th. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Every time we bang.
Dustin, I do that too.
Wait. Hell yeah.
300 milligrams of caffeine and not doing a damn thing.
Hell yeah. What I hate is when I do that. It's usually when I have like a completely empty stomach and all that caffeine just hits that gut, and it's just like I remember the one day we were driving to work. I work construction. Got up late, whatever. We went to the local like Bell station, and I got one of those morning the coffees, but I put 2 of those like those creamer, but they were like the espressos or whatever, like Jolt shots or whatever in there. So we're in the van, the morning van. It's like 7:30 in the morning. I take about 3 sips, and all that caffeine, and all you heard was my stomach. It's just throwing it around. He's like, "You good?" I'm like, "I'm fine, actually." I'm like, "I just got nothing in here but caffeine, dude." Like,
the raspberry,
nice.
The orange creamsicle one or whatever it is really good too.
I've actually had those. I really enjoy the flavor of the Ghost energy drinks. Dude, they fuck me up. When I mean fuck me, I'm so my heart starts pumping, like I get the jitters, but they're so good tasting. I'll slam it. It's the same thing like that coffee. Like it just sits in my gut. Speaking of same thing, Kyle and I were drinking them for a couple weeks, right? Because we're like, oh, this is good. We're sitting next to each other, getting ready to record, and you could hear both of our stomachs go, and we're like, we probably should put this over here. Like, we're awake. It was fucking funny, but awful at the same time. You see sounds when you drink those things, but they're so good. They go down like a high C or something. Yeah, it's like bubble. Yeah, it's bubble guts, but like there's nothing in there. I hate it, dude. Like, because it almost gives you that like I had one time with one of those ghosts that when I was living with Kyle, I got off the live and I actually had to go lay down. Like I wasn't tired, and I wasn't even energetic, but I had so much like caffeine and shit in me, it like made my stomach hurt like sick. I thought I was gonna throw up. The Toronto show on the 16th, nice. I think I've only had like the one rain flavor, that orange creamsicle what she was talking about. Get flavor fatigue. Hey, yeah, yes, Monkey. I know. We're like, she didn't drink her drink. I was like, I wonder if it was starting to get to her. Guys, it was pretty cool. Spunky came over last night and just like I said, kind of just hanging out in the background, but we were all just kind of kicking it, smoking, drinking, and swapping stories. But my son and his buddy were like going through old memories, and I was talking to Becca and Spunky, and I'm like, look at these two idiots. I'm like, this is what my son, me and my buddy used to look like. I was like, this is taking me back. Cheap date, yeah. But no, it was a lot of fun, like kind of having like the group and stuff here. Red Bulls, I can't do them either, Lori. I don't like the taste either. It legit reminds me of like going to the bar, I think, is the problem.
I like the yellow Red Bull. When I like, if I get a Red Bull, it's gonna be the yellow one.
See, I never had them. Wait, I've seen Becca in the chats, but I've never seen. Oh, yeah. I say so. Becca lives about 40-ish minutes, like in Cleveland, the Cleveland area. So she's about 40 minutes away. So she's here sometimes, but normally in the chats, we actually got hooked up in the fact of vlogging, whatever you want to call it, but because of the reformatory, going to haunted locations. She had been there before, and her and her friend, and was asking like, oh, so over the course of a few months, like, hey, we're going. Do you guys want to go? So Dev and I actually went. We actually recorded it, but kind of just since then, we've been trying to find more haunted locations, concerts, shit like that. So it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. Of course, Spunky. We had a great time. It was
really nice to meet you.
Yeah, it was fun. It was cool that like you got to meet other people this time around too.
Coconut Red Bull?
Wait, really?
Okay, but I'm kind of iffy on coconut because
Same.
if it tastes like sunscreen smells, I won't drink it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean. We had to go grab some cilantro.
Cilantro taqueria. Dude, it's better than Chipotle.
Okay.
It's so much like
Okay.
delicious.
Oh, that's right. Because does Wildcard doesn't he kind of live around your area too?
Somewhere close to there, yeah.
Okay.
He said we go to the same Walmart.
Okay, that's what I said. I thought you guys had said, because guys, I met Wildcard and Turtle Gaming when we went to Sleep Token, but it was just people were kind of traveling and stuff, so I was trying to keep together where everybody was. It's like my favorite drink for the coconut one. I'll have to, if I find it, I'll have to try it.
Nas was really good.
I can't do the Nas. It reminds me of Red Bull. I think that's what it is. Or no, regular Monster.
When I was in high school, my my thing was Green Monster. Damn near every day.
I can't see. It's between that and a Red Bull. There's something with the flavor of it is like it's got this like sweet tart something with it, and then when it hits my guts. And now if I'm okay, it's on now. When I do Jaeger bombs or something, if for some reason, of course, it's fine, but the citrus from Norway, what's up? Thank you for being here. Green Monster Barb, I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, it just takes you back to that one time when you like had a bad experience. See, Devin used to chug the Green Monsters. I can do the white ones, like the sugar, like the low sugars or whatnot. I actually enjoy the was it the strawberry shortcake one or whatever? But
yes,
strawberry, something like that.
Strawberry Dreams or something.
Something like that, yeah. I think, but yeah, that gets me in trouble, right?
Oh, Rockstar was my other thing.
Couldn't get into those either. The tea monsters, I've never had them. I like the Java monsters. Again, counting calories, but like they're actually pretty low for what they are. They taste good, and they get me like right to that point of like getting jittery, but they don't.
Y'all remember Volt?
Yes. Vault.
Dude, every time when I would go to Sam's with my parents when I was a kid, I would get that big ass thing of Volt.
Yep. There was Vault, and then what are some other drinks on it? Do you guys remember Surge? Does anybody here remember Surge? I mean, it was an energy drink, but like there was Surge. There was one more. Fuck, I forget. But it had something to do with one of the ingredients that was like super bad for you. Because something about they used to say that Mountain Dew would like make you sterile, but it would, but it was a copious amount that you would have to drink in a day. But there was some chemical in it that could like make men sterile. And I think there was something along the lines with Surge that they like yanked it because of some caffeine or whatever.
Bang energy drinks.
I remember those.
Those are good too.
Jolt. There was one I had, but yeah, there was one. There was another one we were talking about. That it was an energy drink, but it was kind of like what the fuck's it called? Four Loko. It's called Sparks. I don't know if you guys remember Sparks. The can looked like a battery. So it was it was orange worth it. Sparks was good. Let's see here. Low re. Hey, that's fine. You pay me every time you fucking spam. It's all right. I'll make an extra $20 off you being a fucking moron. Dude, the 5 hours, they taste like shit. They taste like shit. It would be like when they would go like the berry flavor, then taste like berry. What's your dumbass fucking profile photo with your 9 subscribers? Your girlfriend looks like a dude. Or whoever that bitch is on your fucking YouTube. Well, it's not paid for every post. So, Jeff, basically what it is, so when you comment, it puts you in an algorithm. So the more you comment, the interaction. So it boosts your video for people to see. So in turn, it pays you more because your revenue will go up because you're getting interaction. So again, as long as you're not being, well, I'll let you. What? I'll spam, yeah.
No, but Dustin, the berry flavor. Meanwhile, it tastes like half recycled ass.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I couldn't do it.
See, I wanted to try like the mushroom coffee and stuff. I can't eat mushrooms.
But yeah, no, that's cool, Jeff. I appreciate it though. But no, and that's why like when people, I'm just like, dude, it don't matter because you're technically paying me more. That's just like the dude that paid us $3 on Patreon to tell us that we sucked at reacting to an NF. You gave me $3 to tell me I sucked.
You could have emailed that.
Or just commented. Legit, and then not even a week later, this is still the ongoing joke. Not even a week later, we did How Could You Leave Us, and we're bawling all over, and then they messaged and was like, oh, hey, my bad. Yeah. Revved Up was to, yeah, Revved Up. I remember that. Didn't last long. Yeah, like it mattered, right? All right, so we got squeaky clean teeth, glasses on. Well, sounds like you're ready for the day, princess. We can, I don't know what the weather's going to be like today, but maybe do some stuff. Yeah, that was a thing. There was all kinds of weird shit back in the 2000s. Late 90s, early 2000s. We were weird. I'm trying.
Been there.
Just yelling over the Fox News. That's funny. 11 a.m. and still in bed. It happens.
Sometimes you just need those days.
Exactly. Sometimes you just need it. Daily activity. That's his day. Well, you know, it's his routine. He likes to get on there because fuck Dave the weather guy. But he still watches Dave the weather guy. I get it. But fuck him. You know? I don't like him. He's got a bad attitude and tells me it's going to rain all the time. Don't like him. Let's say, no, wait, nothing drops it because today's Sunday. No drop today. It's just a car chase. I wear headphones, usually smart. That's smart. I have to watch Bad Omens. Oh shit. Okay, right on. You're gonna go watch that. Wait, do they have? Oh no, you said have you heard of the new track? No, have not. I thought you were saying Bad Omens had a new track.
I would have been all over that.
Yeah, so I was like, I did not hear about that. When did that happen? So to the first performance of Downstairs. Wait.
The debut that I sent the other day.
Oh no, I have not. I have not figured that out yet. We might. Again, guys, I thought you meant. I was like, I was there, like on opening night, but we go back and forth with having. Oh, we already heard Downs, and then they hear the live version, like because it's not a reaction. I know you can argue that it's a different version, you haven't heard it before, but it's the fact that we've heard the song. But who knows? We might. 21 Pilots does well for us no matter what. Even like Tyler's stuff, we still get a pretty decent following on it. Actually, we've had some comments talking about like, where did you find these songs or how are you doing it? And we're like, it's on YouTube. So, and then like there was several people that freaked out over us doing not Raw Fear. What the Drag Path? And they're like, how did you? I'm like, it's Kyle Kepper-Smith's like, it's on YouTube, guys. Like people posted it. What do you mean? So they were just like dumbfounded that we had it. So we went outside while I got Chan out of the tub. Oh, probably. I know. I came upstairs. I'm like, oh, like beer bottles are put like. I should check on her. Yeah. Oh, there's a new one coming Friday. Okay, I did not. I'll have to let Kyle know. We did not know that. You know what? I wonder. Am I?
I think your board's upstairs.
It is. Whatever. Whatever. Hey, Sav, what's up? The Detour just dropped something. Did Kyle put? Oh yeah, it's Sunday, so one of the songs.
Oh yeah.
Just enjoying the sunshine. It's probably getting close to bring back another one. It's getting close, I think. Speaking of weatherman, no, I've not seen Joe. I think is he the same? No, that's the guy that does Sleep Token. There's a guy, the weather guy that does Sleep Token stuff, though, right? Is it the same guy?
WRAL.
Oh, he said
Michaels or something.
Okay, then probably that same guy. You get to fly back to rain. Gross. Different person. The guy from North Carolina. Okay. I wasn't sure if it was the same person. Hey, happy Sunday.
I keep forgetting it's Sunday.
Yeah, same. I did the same because I'm like, wait, it's Saturday. No, it's not. It's Monday. No, it's not. Like every day but that.
Rain is great. Not for 6 days in a row.
Yeah, it's. Oh, I'll be digging that. Hey, getting the nose pierced. Hell yeah. It's not bad. Actually, I got away with the fact of my eye didn't water, but it's so quick. It's so. I argue that it's the piercing is fine. It gets sore like for like the next like 2 or 3 days after, like it's real sore. That's it. It took I'd say maybe a month for it to kind of be done. Now it's not healed up until like 6 months. Wait,
Same, Sav.
do I still have hair? Why?
Because you were like, I should just buzz my hair.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I thought, I was like, wait, did I do okay? I go there. I'm like, why should I should just shave it right there? Yeah. No, I won't. I'm not gonna do that, guys. I don't think I ever will. It actually really shocked the shit out of me when my son cut his hair. Oh, like the septum. I thought about that too at one point, but nah.
I love mine.
I don't know. It's like I don't think that's the go for me. But I was torn. I was torn for a minute. Morning. Rain and high winds. We had, at least here, it was like 2 or 3 days ago. It was to the point of I actually pulled in the 2 chairs and the one like table thing because the wind was knocking over chairs on the front yard. I'm like, fuck, dude. It was like 50-mile-an-hour winds. Lip piercing I had for a long time. I had my labret. It'll fuck your teeth up. So my gums on my one spot on my tooth, because of where the back would hit and like drag. I mean, the piercing was cool and whatnot, but it'll fuck your teeth up. Morning. But I was all pierced up. I had my eyebrows done, my lip, my tongue, my belly button, and industrial nipples, like pretty much anything other than my nose at that point. Like I had everything done. Johnson at one point. Yep, actually. So Jason that hops in the live, I think it was his twin brother Chris. When our friend years and years ago, he was a tattoo artist and piercer. He went to John and was like, I want my ding dong pierced. He was like, okay, like he was being professional about it. And he goes, all right, man. He's like, well, let's get this. He's like, what do you want? And so my buddy goes, all right, drop your pants. And Chris goes, here comes the awkward part. And he goes, no, not yet. And he proceeds to take his penis, and he goes, now comes the awkward part, because he had to hold it and mark it and clean it and like wipe it down and all this stuff. He's like, here's the awkward part. I'm going to pet your wiener. So, yeah. Look at it all you want. You're going to have to grab that motherfucker and like clean it off. I already washed this, whatever, man. Why don't you just do it a few more seconds, see where we're at? Like, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, pet wiener. Pet wiener. I'm just saying, like, it's got to be done. Like, you got to say it. Like, I've been there, dude. It just wasn't my buddy that did it. Like, well, I mean, like, we were pretty close after that. You have to say, you do have to sanitize for sure. Like, I'm serious. Yeah. Bet Your Wiener was my high school band name. I like it. I haven't been petted in months, facts. But yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, I don't know what's the lesser of two evils. Somebody you don't know grabbing your penis, talking about let's pierce it, or somebody you've known for 10 years. You know,
I mean, probably
neither.
a stranger, so then you never have to see them again.
Fair. Because then now you could be at, like, you know, social gatherings at the bar. But that one time you touched my penis. Remember when you cleaned it real good? That's a great band name. Yeah. Definitely. Love you too, baby. Good times.
Wow.
Good times.
Yep. Good morning, Nadia. Good morning, Fireheart.
You know, I've stuck to calling most people where my dyslexic and or fast ADD brain would read quick. I remember the first time I read Fireheart, I thought it was fire hydrant. So I almost called them fire hydrant because I went whoa and scanned it. All I saw was fire and how I got hydrant, don't know.
Well, thank you guys.
Just like with Elsie, I call her Elsa to this day because she's now deemed Elsa. I read Elsa and I'm sticking to it. But even like with Rage, I don't call him Ben ever. Half the time I almost call Joe Roman. It's going good. How's yours? And we were talking earlier about the caffeine and that, yeah, it's happening.
No, it's gonna be fire hydrant.
It's gonna be, dude. I'm telling you. I was like, that's a cool name, and I was like,
Joman.
That's not it.
There you go.
Joman. Well, I am Roman technically. I mean, Mom, real quick while you're on here, is Chandler gonna go with you to drop off Spunky? It's not a big deal. You can bring her. I just didn't know what was happening today. I'm about to make my big fire hydrant. Hell yeah! Don't. Then you're gonna fuck with me. Okay, that's fine. But no, I figure then we can, once she gets back, we can sort through all of her goodies and maybe do. This past year, I gotta look at my bank account. I mean, I didn't go up, but like, dude, it was one of those. I'm like, oh God, I don't even want to look. But no, we gotta go get some like glue and things like for her. I got her some arts and crafts and stuff like that, guys, for her birthday, like things that she can make or like hang up in her room or like ornaments and stuff. But I think we need glue, so go do that. And we'll probably just do some crafts and watch movies. Maybe we'll try and carve the other pumpkin. She did have a great birthday party. She still got some cake left over. She had a great time. It was pretty clutch. Becca showed up like literally as we were kind of finishing because she can't eat cake because of the gluten. So like she didn't have to like see the torture or nothing. It was all packed away. Like we were legit cleaning up the cake, and she was like, "Hey, I'm here." So we opened up presents and had a great time. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. And then Chandler threw on her ostrich, not chicken,
Australian chicken
costume and proceeded to run through the entire backyard for an hour before we went trick-or-treating. And then we went trick-or-treating for an hour, and then we passed out and we went back because it was Sav. Almost every single house that we would leave getting candy, she was insistent that an ostrich says yeehaw and gallops like a horse. So, and running every time she would like rev up sometimes to like take off from houses. We're running up the hill and we're racing. We're getting ready to go back to mom's. She was like, hold on, Dad, my ostrich is tired. I'm like, oh, is your ostrich tired? Okay. Oh, she was hysterical, running all over that place. She was having the time of her life, but then it was we got about an hour into it. She's like, Dad, my feet are so. I'm like, do you want to go pass out candy at Grandma's? She's like, yeah. So we went back for the last like hour, but yeah, it was yeehaw, and then she would like kind of like gallop to the side too. I'm like, well, apparently this non-chicken ostrich gallops and sounds like a horse too. So, oh, she had a great time. So,
Izzy,
hey, what's up? Oh, I'm sure she slept like a rock. I'm gonna go blow my nose, guys. It's starting to finally happen. So you know what to do. Talk amongst yourselves.
hello. How have you been? You haven't been in lately. Every time I turn around, I get jump scared by Dwight a little bit too. It's actually kind of fun. Tired as balls. Sorry. Passed right out? Yeah, I bet. He's just there. Well, there's Jack, and then over there is Pennywise, too. Facts, Izzy. Aw, thank you. Thank you for taking a shot for me. I've been actually pretty good. I'm pretty content with life right now. Thanks, Izzy. I feel like Dwight probably would like 21 Pilots. The snowball fight episode, yes. I need to rewatch The Office. I watched it, I don't know, probably 5 times start to finish, but it's been a while. Well, thank you, Jenny. Nice, you got Halloween off? Sarah. Thanks,
Okay. I just walk in. Okay. Dwight's a fucking mess. Yeah.
I still smell the bonfire from last night.
Yeah, my
I
said my one hoodie was smelling like it. It was so funny last night. we were all out smoking a bowl on the front porch, right? And my son was over. He's everybody's got like a hoodie or like whatever, like, you know, on kind of thing, and he's out there in a t-shirt, and I knew it was gonna. He's starting to, he's kind of like bouncing around a little bit. I'm like, dude, if you're cold, you can go grab my hoodie. So he's like, bet. But he looked like, I don't know if anybody remembers the show Friends, but there's this one scene where they're all up on the rooftop and Chandler is out there and it's cold and he's got Monica's big like puffy purple hoodie fucking like winter coat on. They're like, yeah, we need to go inside. And Chandler's cold. He's like, no, I'm not. And he's over there like shaking with this like girl coat on. That's what my son reminded me last night. He's just saying like, I'm cool, man. Like, I'm like, go get my hoodie, dude. Like,
Fireheart's back with a new picture.
what? Oh, my God. Okay. Not, I'm going to call you a fire hydrant at one point. It's going to happen. It might not be today. Dude, it was so funny. And then he ended up even hitting some last night. He's not much of a... It's recreational here, guys. But...
Bye, Joe.
He took... Hey, have a good one, man. At one point, he was just standing in the kitchen and he was telling a story and then he went, fuck. I was like, did you lose it?
Morning, Layla.
Look, I'm not trying to sound like whatever parent or dad or whatever, but him and his friends, like they're of age, but his friend Clay and his girlfriend were over. Clay's girlfriend is pregnant. She was their designated driver. Because I kept going, what's taking them so long on this beer run? Because they were going to get beer. Well, they went and picked up the girlfriend so that they had rides home. I was like, how are these kids so fucking responsible these days? I'm serious. Well, he's not a kid, but young adults. Like, dude, I would have never. You would have just risked it. Yo, what's up? Yeah, I do that mid-sentence too, but it was just the fact I could see it. It all just drained from him. He went, fuck. Like, he couldn't remember what he was talking about. But no, it was, again, even at that, like talking to his friend last night, hanging out with him, the girlfriend, like they were good people. And jokingly, but seriously, I was like, hang out with these people more. He's like, I do. He's like, my best friend. I'm like, good. They work together, stuff, but no, my son definitely has some very good influences and people that have very good heads on their shoulders. Like his one friend, Ethan, is one of the main guitar players in the band. Very wealthy. Like his family makes very good money. He is not a fucking rich snob. He understands like working for like a dollar. Like it's one of them things. I'm like, dude, good. Like he's surrounding himself with good people like that. So 5 more days. And speaking of my son, we'll be going to see a show on the 31st. So no, wait, I don't know, Mom. I'm using my phone. I know we took one. And it wasn't like it was a blur, like last night leaving and everything was kind of a blur. So much so, get this stupid shit. We go and grab stuff, drinks and whatnot, right at the store because we're like, oh, you get snacks. And she's like, hey, is the liquor store open? I'm like, yeah, that's fine. 2 different vehicles. Me and Spunky, she's driving by herself. I drive home. We get here. It's 8:48. They close at 9. And I was like, oh my God. So we fucking hop in the Batmobile, fucking take off. Like we go back to your town, Mom. Because it was the closest one we made it with. We weren't the only one, somebody else was running into, but we made it. We made it with like 3 minutes to spare. Because I was like, do you know what you want? And she was like, yeah, I want some vodka. I was like, well, you know what we want? We're just grabbing it real quick. Like, he was cool. It was just, everything was such a blur last night. But hop in the
I drove.
Yeah. It was her Batmobile. It's like I had a buddy that I used to work with, Josh, when I worked at Verizon. He would always, when they were kind of like the new thing, he had a Prius. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the inside of a Prius. They have like, it's like this baby gear shifter that's like on the deck, and he'd always be like, to the Prius, and like, let's go. And I was like, with his little baby gear shifter here, like, now that's a store run. It definitely was. No, not the Verizon. Yeah, I used to work for Verizon for like 5-6 years, and then I went to Samsung specifically. Dude, they're small as fuck. I'm telling you, they're idiot. Like, they might be this big. You're like, what the fuck? Like, I'm a little jealous everyone gets to hang out, but mostly psych. Dude, it's, that's the thing, is just hanging out, having fun. It was cool to have like Spunky being from like legit out of state. That's kind of like her new thing now, is she comes in for Halloween / like Chandler's birthday, is when I think she can even just like have some time. Wait, no, Austin Eric's band? No, it's Alex, you mean? Not mine. I don't play in a band. That's what I was like, well, I have a band?
Damn, when's that debut?
Yeah, I was like, well, I mean, I do. It's, it's what is my name? Oh, I forget my own band name. Not One String. Yep, I'll have to look.
One Note or something like
It's
that.
something like that. But yeah, Mom.
Sleep Token, yeah.
The Skin Flute, sometimes. But The Last Goodbye? No. Eric's band's called Sleep Token. It is not called Sleep Token. Speaking of, I need to finish my mask. Not the real, to cosplay. Sometimes I don't know if some of you motherfuckers are being for real. Because I've seen real people on real TikToks that think other people are really him. And to the point where dudes have had to sit down. I've seen like have the mask sit and they're like, I am not Vessel. I'm like, shit be wild sometimes. Smoke Token, yeah. Yeah, I mean, satire. Knew it. Wait. Oh, the drink that tastes like the cloud. That's right. Yeah, what the fuck was in that? I do remember.
I got a screenshot of it.
That's right. I do remember. Oh, yeah, you did. Damn. I forgot about it.
Not the Vessel. Well, thank you, Layla.
He's tall just like you. I think Vessel and I are about the same height. We're both around the 6'3" height.
Look at that. Isn't that sick?
Who got that?
I don't know. It's a TikTok, but damn.
Yo, look at this tattoo somebody got. It's like, I know you can't. Hold on. There you go. That's
Sick.
pretty dope. I don't know what's going on. Speaking with Sleep Token, I don't think it's Vessel and I know that is pretty sick. I don't think it's Vessel and the guys. Something about they were taking down tattoo artists and suing people that had tattoos of them. And I'm like, dude, that cannot be the actual band. That has got to be their management getting way too butthurt. Like, so I don't know how far that's gonna go, but Butterfly Token, that's what it was. That's pretty sweet. Oh, did you find it?
No, but I'm
Oh,
laughing at some of my screenshots.
but nice, nice.
Oh, found it.
3 millimeter. Wait. Oh shit. You know what, Tommy? I actually would probably having the actual ingredients. I'll bet you I could go to Crafted Cocktail and they could make that for me. Like,
I'll send it to you.
thank you. Crafted Cocktail is kind of like it's stuff like that. Arguably, like I've said before, they don't have like any other than like mid to it's all like mid and higher shelf like whiskeys and things like that. The band came out and said they stood up for that. Okay, the artists, okay, they were not. I didn't think they were. I think that was RCA or whatever, just getting fucking money hungry. Like, dude, I'm not trying. You already have Sleep Token. Back up. Like, back off. You're gonna get way more money if you. I don't mean rob them of stuff, but if you let people have freedom of art and stuff like that. With like, oh, where am I? Okay, they're upstairs. I'm like, where are my bracelets? I normally have them on. I felt weird. I must have been doing that. No, well, like the dishes. Like, there, my other Sleep Token one isn't there.
Mm.
But the labels, I think that was a big part of it, where I think that they try to get as much as they can. And then when people start to push back a little bit, they're like, oh, sorry. So,
Oops.
hey, Scaldus Beer Girl. Luke, what's up, man? Yep, this is Becca. So for like I said, usually in chat, but
Hello.
but no, there was something about there was a tattoo artist's Instagram that was like completely removed, and they're like, you like okay, like maybe the photo, but they had like their whole portfolio taken down, and they finally got it back, but still. Well, you know what's funny, Austin, is Chandler asked me, she was like, Daddy, what are you gonna be for Halloween? What? Oh no, Mom, it's Scaldus. Because they asked me what my favorite beer was. Scaldus. It was yeah. Anyways, Chandler asked what I was gonna be. I'm like, well, I don't know. I ain't probably nothing. She's like, can you do she's like, hold on, and I could see her going through it, and I figured out. She's like, with the black cloak, and I'm like, vessel. She's like, yeah, from Sleep Token. I'm like, honey, my one mask isn't finished and the other one's broke, and like, so I was like, probably not this year, but yeah. She was like, can you do that one? I'm like, sort of.
Morning, Teresa.
Well, no, you're
Morning,
fine,
Jasmine.
Mom. No, you're good.
Thank you. And do they also slide down your face a lot? Because these things do not stay up for me.
I know Chan is. It's funny. It's cute because she's doing that same thing where like it's because she wears her glasses a lot. And I try to make sure she stays in her routine of wearing them and stuff. But oh, Amber, nice, thank you. But I'll see her like where she's doing the push up already.
To be fair, I do need new ones. I should have gotten new glasses back in August, and I didn't.
No, it's kind of cute. Like she got two different colors, but it's so funny to see her. Like she looks so grown up when I see Chandler with glasses. She looks so grown up, but it's weird. Nice. A drink to that.
I'm out of coffee, or I would too.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
I'll make some of that.
No, the sleep time bedtime. No, she knows it's Sleep Token. But she still is figuring out certain songs, certain bands, because we were listening to Doubt the other day, actually going to Mom's, and she's like, I know this is 21 Pilots, but she goes, what's the song again? So I had to tell her that. I went through like the chorus. I'm like, that's why he says, you know, even when I doubt you. I'm like, the song is called Doubt. She goes, oh, okay. So she's very much learning like the names of bands. It's now, I think, putting the song titles with what she hears, or like with that band. Like, I want to hear this song. She kind of does it with a few, like, she's like, Dad, I want to listen to with Ronnie and Jelly Roll, the Woohoo song. So it's I know which one she's talking about. She does it with a few. But I think that's like her next step with like the music, is like knowing specifically how to get the song she wants on like an Alexa or Ask Me to Play. Wait, does it? Head bow to sounds. Just like, Angels Calling is Next Level? No, never heard.
Proud of you, Izzy.
What do we do? Glasses is cleaned. Okay. It's the little things. It's the small things.
Cleaned out her pipe, I think.
Oh. Just smart kid. Devin might be up.
I think so.
Sometimes I can hear him walking around. Mm-hmm. About 20-ish, 20, 30 minutes. Because, yeah.
Sure.
What up?
About to use the glass to exercise myself.
Wait, what?
Izzy.
Oh. I'm about to use it. Okay.
Not the Oscar Mayer song.
Clean this baby out. Oh, I guess there it is. Yes. Yeah. Ronnie shirts are our biggest seller. Got more merch coming. Devin, I might just have to have Kyle do it too, and or some if they can. The merch logos, Kyle needs it, and so does the people. But like, say it was like this logo, it would just be like a square. They need to, like, Devin was like taking the background out of it so it can sit on any color and it's not like a box and stuff. So that needs to be done so I can send it to the company that makes our stuff. That way they have the logo. So I'm kind of waiting on that. I think Dev has one done, but he got commissioned for like actual drawings and stuff. So he's like, sorry, that kind of took him back. So I'm like, I get it, dude. You're getting paid for it. I'm not paying him shit. Like, he lives here. But no, it was just like, I get it, but I'm trying to get new merch out. But the Ronnie ones will kind of always stay. It's the biggest seller. Like, I'll probably take down the Thor shirts. I'll take down the NF shirts. Coffee Time, it's probably going to get revamped. So
Later, Jake.
have a good one. Well, Life, I appreciate you hanging out, man. That's what That's what it's about. I think between like mostly music. I feel like music and food kind of have this joining thing for people and like hangouts or feel good or let loose or whatever it is. And beer. Yeah. And beer. Facts. Ah, okay. So I can have it put on other thing. Right. Love the streams. Well, we appreciate you being here. And we were talking, who was I talking to last night about it? Where, this being like the daily job or like whatever, but it's the fact of, people have said before, this is my morning routine. This is my, morning show, like whatever, which is wild. But it's like, this is what gets me through my day and stuff. And it's like to know that it's not only that, but it's the same for me. This is my therapy. This is my let loose or like whatever it is. Not the trauma dump all over you guys, but
Have a good one.
have a good one. But it's the same back and forth. So me being on here or wanting to be on here, it goes both ways. This is my daily therapy. Well, I appreciate it, man. I'm glad that you're here. Haven't been able to find anyone who can do it. Actually, speaking of tattoos, I need Spunky to send the picture of her tattoo. Guys, Spunky got this badass tattoo. And she goes, so Spunky's actually lightweight, kind of covered. So she was like, hey, I want to, she's like, remember when I said I went and got another tattoo? I was like, yeah. So 2 years ago, like 2 years ago, she's like, I'm going to go get a Rykerroad tattoo. And actually, it was her and there was one other person that did something. And I remember I being at work and they were like, dude, you made it. You're famous. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, somebody is getting your whatever it is tattooed on them. So I was like, you're not getting like Rykerroad or anything on you. I was like, that if you are, that's great. But, what if this isn't like a thing anymore one day? She was like, you'll see. It's Music Junkie and like some headphones and stuff. So that was her first one, right? I was like, okay, that's cool. Like that I understand. So she had said she was going to get another tattoo and kind of like maybe doing some more with some stuff. And she's like, remember how you said maybe don't do like the name or like whatever? I was like, uh-huh. She lifted her pant leg up and above the Music Junkie logo, it is like breaking through her skin. A car driving on like a roadway with the logo, the detour, coffee time signs around. She got campfire, like it, like what I'm saying, like everything in there. She didn't get like Rykerroad, but it's like her on a journey, literally on Rykerroad.
It looked really cool.
Genius. She said, she's like, I had a dream, and she sketched it real quick. She's like, stick figures over. She's like, I took it to my. She's like, can you make? And they went, bet. And, dude, it's so cool. It is fabulous. It is definitely fabulous. It was first of all, very honored, but I was like, yo, you're on a, like, yeah, so I said, I'll ever send a pic. Actually, Mom, if you can send a picture, can you send a picture to Becca? That way I can show her. Oh yeah, I'm buzzed.
Good.
Dude, it was so cool. Like, and it's okay. I said, yeah, if you can send it that way, I can show it even just now. Bedtime here in Thailand. Well, have a good one. Thank you for hanging out. Yeah, post on the Facebook group. Best way to be on a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like I said, people doing stuff like that, but hey, Nick, what is up, man? I'm glad. First of all, thank you, and thank you for coming back. I'm glad you're doing better. I'm glad you're doing good. And all things considered, that you're not here for a good reason. So, what's up, dude? Definitely remember you. At least the name. Because I think I remember, I was like, are you related to like the company? Like,
That's sick.
so again, now this is kind of still freshly done. So remember that. Little peely still. There's a weed leaf with coffee time. Dude, look at that. And then the music junkie's down on the bottom. But Rykerroad, dude, look at that. Dedicator, yeah. Yeah, that is spunky that you see that comes in on the chats and stuff, and the one that also got me first some of my other stuff too, but like the flag and whatnot. Yeah, dude, it's sick, isn't it? With the detour. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, we gotta turn these work notifications off.
I hated that. I hated that.
I
The
wish-
group me using.
I wish it would do until I turn it back on.
Yeah,
Instead of 12 hours.
yeah.
I ain't back until Tuesday.
Oh, yeah. But I get many tats fall. Ooh, okay. Some sleep tokens, some Deftones. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you, there she is. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. The ours is amazing work from just some stick figures, right? Exactly. That's funny because I thought the same thing. I was like, when she's like, oh, I just kind of drew it down and went here, and they went, all right. But see, that's the thing, and we actually started talking about it because of her tattoo. I was like, at least you. She was like, basically like, here, do what you can. And I said, at least you understand that. I said, a lot of times people don't, and it took me a little while that when you take something to your artist and you go, I want this, and they go, okay. Well, this might a little bit of this or this might need change. It's because they know like maybe something will start to bleed together over time, or it's too small, it won't look the way you think it will, or we need to make it bigger or whatever. They're not trying to rip you off. Sometimes dainty work doesn't work with things like that. What I'm getting at is she trusted her artist to take what she had and make it what she wanted and give her options, and she went, yeah, I like that.
Later, Alonzo. Have a good one.
Have a good one. But that's a lot of times people are like, well, I wanted this specifically. Okay, I get that. But your artist is going to go, here's 3 other options. And also in the fact of, like you said, her taking that to said artist and them looking at that and going, yeah, I can see that. Let me do something. I could never do that. Never. Me visualizing and putting, fuck no. You're out of your goddamn mind. Pussifier. I've been hearing that name, never listened. Never, because are they like a metal hair band? Is that what it is, like from like the 80s?
That's one of Maynard's other bands.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay. That's what it is. I knew I kept hearing the name, so it's kind of like Slipknot and Stone Sour, like with Corey, where he's got 2 different.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So he's got Tool, Perfect Circle, and Pussifer.
Wait, so he's in 3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Slumber Party? No, like when I was 9. I like is it a band? I don't know. Oh yeah, I said Pussifier. See, again, when you just fucking glance, like, I'm over here just willy-nilly naming new bands. So, there's band names. They don't control me. And Lakewood High. Oh, shit.
Nice.
It's a slept-on band. I mean, like I said, I've heard the name, and same with Perfect Circle. I just, maybe inadvertently I've heard songs, but I've never sat down and be like, yep, let's listen to this song specifically. The dude's got 3 bands, right? And the fact that if it's 3 different almost like styles and lanes, that's pretty. I mean, you can argue that's what Sleep Token and, you know, a couple of these others, but like to physically break up into other bands and sound different, it's pretty talented.
Oh, they covered Imagine? That'd be sick. I'll have to listen to that later. Oh, fair enough.
Okay. That's fine. And a winery? Oh shit. I'd say I got on a little late, so I'd say probably another 15, 20 minutes. We don't no drop today, but depending on what's going on, because I do want to like actually get the dishes done, kind of get some stuff picked up, but I'm may go on the detour and game. I don't know. We'll see. Like, wait. No, he said, okay. The only thing I would have to maybe cut off for is I think Devin has to be at work at 4. But either way, we can get some gaming in. She actually wasn't on camera, but when she was over 2 weeks ago, I forget. You and Mom were doing so. Anyways,
I think that was last week.
Was it last week? Yeah, she came over and she was like, "Can I try Skull Hotel?" I was like, "Sure." So I get her set up, and I was kind of showing, like, having her get the controls and whatnot. I watch her go through, I don't know, 5 or 6 rooms. I was like, let me go upstairs. Let me grab. I think we were gonna go on live or something.
No, you just wait.
I forget, but I went upstairs to like do something. I was talking to Dev, and I was like, she's downstairs.
Yeah, that would have been 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I was like,
last week it was the Silent Hill.
Yeah, that's right. But I'm upstairs, and I don't know, maybe 5 minutes, right? And I'd been down here probably 10 minutes. So I come back down, and she's like, yeah, I look over the corner. It's like 8 out of 10 rooms. I'm like, you already got 8 rooms done? She's like, yeah. She beat the game first time playing it, and in under 25 minutes.
You gonna see me do it again?
That's why I was like, this wasn't even on camera. She beat the fucking game first time.
What, like it's hard?
Yeah, right. Because I know. That's why I'm like, I took a, I'm like, dude, Rage, because Rage pussed out. He's like, I'm not playing this game. I think he uninstalled it.
He uninstalled it.
I have video proof that was so, he got pushed back in his seat, screamed. And she actually asked me the one time, she's like, why don't you play Skull Hotel anymore? I was like, because normally, well, it was summertime. Like everybody, like legit, like windows and stuff were open. It would be like, because it would be like 12 o'clock at night. I'm like, I'm over here going, ah! It's like fucking waking up the whole neighborhood. Those games, I was like, I need to play this at like noon.
When the Van Princess actually does good.
But dude, I came up, so I was like, it was like maybe another 10 minutes. She went through like 4 or 5 more rooms and she beat the game. And she's like, oh, I get to put my name. Like, yeah, you get to put your name in the guest book because you beat the game. I've had this game for a month. I've played it on several coffee times and several live streams on Detour. Well, first time. And that's how I was like, all right. So it was almost kind of like Rage was like, shit. Like, now I gotta play it. Like, Oh, later. Have a good one. Women.
Nice, Izzy.
So I do like Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish is one of those, like I've stated before, is we have not gone through her much anymore just because it was kind of like other things and she kind of took a dip. But I enjoy Billie. I don't listen to her like on a daily in like my playlist like that, but I would go to a concert. Wait, what?
Her daughter's first match.
Yeah. Oh shit.
I think my first one, it was the Shapeshifter. What is that, an Onryo?
Yes. There's a
That's
number
the
of
one
them.
that was crawling along the floor on all fours.
Okay. I think there's a couple that do that, but yeah, bro, I remember when Faz, I'm not trying to be like, I remember when Faz, hey, Rach, we're just talking about you.
Welcome back.
When Faz used to scare the shit out of me. Now I'm like, this bitch fucking caught me. No way you're that fast. Like, it's more so now, like, can we guess it? That game, I don't mean it gets boring. That game has a good replay value because you'll play the shit out of it for like a week and then take a month off, and then you want to play the shit out of it for like a week. We were talking about how Becca beat Skull Hotel the first time around on no camera on, and how it scares the shit out of the both. Like, you uninstalled the game, I think, and like I got you on camera literally getting thrown back in your seat screaming. This bitch over here playing it the first time. I'm upstairs. She got through 8 rooms. I come down, so talking about 8 out of 10 done. I'm like, what? And then yeah, under 25 minutes she beat it. I'm like, this motherfucker.
In the dark.
Yeah, because it was this. But no, Faz is, like I said, it has such good replay value in the fact of even when you're not, quote, scared of it anymore, at least I think for like Rage and I and Becca, where it's like, it's more so of the, can we get everything? Can we mark everything off the list? Can we, somebody needs to sacrifice to see how fast it is. Like, it is that shit. Like, I remember we used to play and we had a buddy that would balls deep just go and be like, I'm gonna go see how fast it is and see if it's this. I'm like, you fucking what? Huh, I might be back. Like, but then there's me and Rage just sitting in the van and be like, I can see on camera, no orbs. But it's, yeah.
I do play with headphones, and that's why it still creeps me out.
I actually need to try the VR. Maybe I can test that today. What it is, I need a longer, so see where that cord is?
Uh-huh.
That's where I need to plug in where I can be able to sit. So I need one of those like 8-foot cords. But I'm also worried though, I might need an actual, sometimes your things can be like, I need the actual Quest Meta cord to, even though it's just a Type-C, but like I don't know. So I have to look into that.
I'd be so down for Faz in VR.
I want to try it so bad. But I have one. It's upstairs. But I have one, and I have not. Is it a MetaLink, or do you have to have that for it to work? That's what I wondered, and how long they are, because I'm not trying to be close up against my fucking tower, man. Dude, speaking of, make sure you fucking post in Facebook. I mean, I'm sure Joe can send me, but post your computer, dude. I will piss myself. I will say the VR it's really cool. It's not as intense as people think when you go to like some tech location or like things that you like sit down in or you can like walk around. It's not quite that advanced, but the fact that you can like legit, like, because I have the Walking Dead game, it was one of the first ones I got. The fact that you have to literally take the controller and hit a button, but you have to like hold a zombie and then stab like this and pull out to, like, you have to do all of that.
Sick.
You don't walk, but you walk with, so that was like, it's still kind of lame because you can just sit down and I'm like, well, what do you expect, dude? It's not a $4,000 machine, so you still have to use like a controller. but your hands still do all of it. And when you look around and do all this, I ran into many things doing VR. Yeah.
Well, thanks, Layla.
I also get dizzy. I know that's a big thing for people as well, that it's too immersive.
Yeah.
Whatever. Like Kyle does VR and stuff because he has one. Kyle gets not that, but when it's like underwater, it freaks him out. Stab and stick. Oh, stab stick. Yeah, I don't know. Same thing. Stab and stick. See what I mean? It's just words.
Oh no.
Playing the boxing game, I've seen that shit. That's why, like, even as me, like, knowing what I'm doing, quote, I tighten those things on the. It's not even just the fact of a bunch of people, like, you with like the Wii, like, they'll fly out of their hands. Shit gets intense. If it actually does.
Bye, Lori. Have a good one.
Have a good one. I say, yeah, I'll be hopping off. Probably in the next 10 minutes. Like I said, we'll probably. Like I said, I'd like to, like I said, clean up the dishes real quick. I took out the trash, but get that done. We'll probably hop on deep, like game or something. But no, just friends. I mean, she's been. What is it? What is it you said you watched first?
Paris Paloma.
That's what it was, and that's why we're like, really? That's how you became.
Okay, so I was actually looking through the history last night, and that was the first one. And then I went to Take Me Back to Eden, and then I binged Bad Omens.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. It's pretty cool when, like, I know, like, Lori, Spunky, who else? There's a couple, like some of these like OGs that have been here, because that's why I always like, where'd you find us? What song? Because I know that Lori said her son introduced her because he watches, and then I think she did the same thing. She was binging the NF stuff, I believe. But
well, thank you, Mia.
nice tattoos, thank you. The whole Leroy Jenkins. 3 years in from NF. That's right. Oh, there's Dev. Old floors. Popular monster, huh?
I like those floors.
I do too. The only thing that is a little annoying is it must be like right around here somewhere on our upstairs. It must have like I don't mean like a warped like floorboard, but like if you step right or heavy, you hit the vent and it'll the like so you hear it like kind of dent in for a second.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, like it does have that kind of creaky old wood hardwood floor sometimes at certain spots, especially coming down the steps.
Good to slide on though.
Yeah. Sleep Token brought me here about 2 years ago. Right on. I know you said you're pulling up on your 1 year.
Yeah.
1 year. Okay. That's so weird. That's where like I lose concept of time too. Like I thought you had been in the chats like a lot longer than coming up on a year. Like that you'd been watching longer.
I don't think I even started chatting until like March or April.
Really? Because I remember you had said something about the ghost hunting.
Mm-hmm. Because I said I was going to Mansfield. And
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're in Ohio?
That's
like, yeah, I'm in Ohio.
Yeah, but see, I had thought you had been like just never knew that you were in Ohio type thing. That you had been talking, but that's why I think I was confused. I thought you had been in chats longer than that when you had started talking. One of those like long time watcher, first time chatter type thing. Because I get that a lot.
I've been kind of like 3 or 4 months.
Okay, fair.
I don't know.
Okay, I mean that's like I said, that's fair. But I've had a couple of times where people have been like, I've been a long time lurker, just now talked, and I asked the one person that was like, I've been here since it wasn't, but like Popular Monster. I'm like, God damn, you've been here for like 3 years and never said anything like on a live. You just be lurking. Sometimes people just need that background noise. And I get it. So, I mean, it's literally what Kyle is doing right now, making all that background noise for us. But
Madison Seminary next Saturday. Oh, we have a concert that night.
that's right. August of last year, you guys came. Yeah. Oh, wait, what's up?
Trunk or treat at the Madison Seminary, which is another haunted spot.
Okay.
But we have Ritz that night.
Oh, okay. Oh, speaking of, I gotta see if Alan still wants to go. Because he had the impression that it was like we had the tickets and we were just, if he could go, and he also thought it was on a Thursday or something like that. I'm like, oh no, but because that's why I was like, he was like, well, just give it to somebody if I can't go. I'm like, give it to somebody. And then I realized when he realized, like, I thought you guys had tickets and were just seeing if I wanted. I was like, no, man, if you just wanted to go, like, you can get your own ticket. But seems like longer than a year ago. It kind of does. It is kind of weird because summer oddly dragged, but now that it's gone, I'm like, where the fuck did summer go? I think just with like everything that, you know, like a lot of change happened over the summer and towards like kind of end summer, that it kind of just seemed longer. But I also argue here in Ohio, we had a very elongated September, I guess, as far as like into October for some warm weather. I didn't turn the heat on until 3 days ago. I've had windows open for like a month.
Same.
So, oh, that's right. You got to meet up with Spunky on your way home. That's right. It does seem to fly by the older we get. I know that like I said, it was weird in the fact of it kind of dragged this summer, but I think there was just a lot of bullshit happening, so it kind of felt like that. But then, like I said, now it's cold, essentially, and kind of we're finally in that like damp, like that in between before it starts to snow. Like it's just damp and cold. You're like, this is dumb. Just snow. Don't. But like, if this is what you're gonna do, just snow. Fuck it. But like, I don't like. No, there's something about like when you go outside and like even Chuck Taylor problems, I get it. But like when you go outside in this time of year, when you like hit one blade of grass and it's like whole shoe soaked because it's just damp everywhere. Make it just be snow that way. I can at least dust my feet off and it just is a little cold around there. Like, fucking be hating that shit. I don't like wet feet, dude. I don't like wet sock. Wet sock, wet toe, punching everybody. Fucking don't do it.
Yep.
Like, summer has come and gone. It has. And, you know, I know it also comes with like seasonal depression and like all that dumb shit, but it's just the fact of now I'm really not going to want to go anywhere because it's cold.
Don't forget your vitamin D, kids.
Yeah, but like seriously, I'm not gonna want to go anywhere because it's cold or like fucking I'm not driving in the snow because no, I know how to drive in the snow. Y'all on the road don't.
Mm-hmm.
How do we not? You've lived here for 60 years, Beth. How do you not know how to drive in the snow? Oh, wet sock and shoes suck, dude. Oh,
Especially in like Chucks.
Yeah, I'm roundhousing in my wet sock. Oh wait, so man, I missed snow. Hasn't had it in years, really. Is New York probably kind of the same as PA because well, maybe specifically more like Pittsburgh and stuff. But I remember my ex was from there, and when we moved back, she said something about the winters. She was like, it doesn't really snow like it does here in Ohio because it's so hilly and a lot of buildings and stuff to where it kind of like it doesn't like quote make it down because in Ohio it's flat, like it's just flat fucking surface, so we get all the wind, all the drifting, all the snow, all of that. Like, so I was like, no shit. And when I moved there, winters were cold, But as far as like piled up snow, man, it was rare. Dude, I dug it. I was like, fuck yeah, this is what I'm talking about.
Bye, Lori. Have a good one.
Have a good one. Like I said, yeah, a couple more minutes, guys. About 5 minutes. I'll hop off here. Sometimes when we just get to talking, if I don't have a drop, I don't care. I technically still can do a one longer stream or a week, but kind of in a gaming mood and more of the like, when I get in that mood of like, you know, like I said, the dishes and stuff, I better take that opportunity before I don't want to do it again. So I tend to seize those moments.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, every 20 minutes. Wait, a cop came screaming their head up because you were on the lake? I mean, it's on you if you want to get cold and fall in.
Good to see you back, Izzy.
Yeah, glad you were here.
I was thinking about you like yesterday or the day before. I'm like, she disappeared again.
Got the feather. Right on, man. Cheers. Oh, I mean, it's. I know it's dangerous because apparently it's not even like necessarily drowning. It's something about the fact of it being so cold and your body going into shock and not knowing to like swim basically and stay afloat. That's like what kills you a lot of times too. And like before even like hypothermia, because your body's in such shock, which makes sense because if you, what do you do? You're, oh God, I'm cold. If you're underwater and go, like you're gonna fucking drown. Like you're just, so yeah, undercurrent, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's also a big one. Oh, have a good one.
Later. I feel it.
Yeah, I get you. Justin, have a good one. Thank you.
Justin.
See, it's not just me where it's like you're caught reading one thing, like, okay, yeah, like, okay. Lunchtime, yeah, I'll say we're going to be hopping off here in just a minute. But
we're here, Izzy.
I was like, yep, we're here every day. But no, here's what I'm going to do, guys. Start kind of wrapping this up. Go upstairs, take probably in the next, I don't know, probably half hour or so. Hop on, like I said, detour and whatnot. Fuck, I just realized we did it again last night. I don't know if we have anything to eat. I'm not hungry. I'm weird, guys. I do like almost like intermittent fasting where coffee and like maybe, I'm not sure, like a cookie or two like with it in the morning. I'm good until like
nice to meet you.
4, 5. But anyways, like I said, I'm going to hop off here in just a minute. We're going to get stuff set up for the detour. I don't know what Devin's doing. Weirdly enough, Devin has his own gaming computer and Steam and stuff, and we never play. He doesn't play like that. I don't even think he has a headset. Because I asked him the other day, I was like, do you have a, he's like, nah. He's like, I don't even, I'm like, damn, he just up there fucking quiet as shit, just clicking. Like,
yeah, Izzy, what Layla said.
So, no, gaming I do on Detour. But food makes me, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's why I said, sometimes I just, yeah, a lot of times I like intermittent fast, but okay, guys, I'm going to hop off here. Like I said, about a half hour, I'll be on Detour doing something. So, all right, guys, have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.